Yeah. What is going on, my people? Running Back Nation. What is up? Thanks for being here. It is your boy, DJ Eastwood. Running Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. You know the drill. Algo gang, do your thing on the like button. Bam! The like button is currency for us YouTube creators. We give you free content. You just pay us by hitting the thumbs up, man. That's it. That's all we ask. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new. Something else I usually say on the intro that I forgot. Anyway, I got the shades on because, listen, it's a Friday night, man. It's a Friday night. You caught me on a Friday. These are the Friday shades for your boy, DJ Eastwood, a.k.a. I Test Eastwood. Don't you ever forget that, all right? Now, look, the first thing I want to say is I've never been wrong on a sports take. I've never been wrong about Jalen Hurts. I told you guys he was going to come out here and go 8 for 8 in his only drive against the New York Jets. I told you that. Pretty sure I said that. Did I say that? Where's my producer? Chris, did I say that? I didn't say that? Capping. What do the kids say? Capping? Capping. I definitely said that. No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. All right, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Jets preseason game. It's still on, man. It's still on the TV. It's really not easy to, stay tuned in to a preseason game in the fourth quarter. What we got happening right now? I got Jake Elliott on my screen, 17-14. The Eagles scored 2 touchdowns in the first half. Haven't scored since. So you guys can fill me in on, 6 for 6. 6 for 6. 6 for 6, Abe. 6 for 6. 6 for 6. 6 for 6. And a tutty. Now listen, here's what I want to say. All right. Let me get this off of my chest right off the bat. Okay. We all knew we were going to see 1 to 2 series from the starting lineup. We were going to see 1 to 2 series from Jalen Hurts. Okay. And I had a live stream that I did earlier. Outside of my backyard, okay? Some of you were in there. Thanks for being there. But it was too far away from my Wi-Fi, and I deleted it because once it uploaded to YouTube, the video was all choppy and things. But I just wanted to hop on there quickly and say this. I was saying on Twitter all day today, not all day, but I tweeted a couple times, all right? I said the Eagles need to come out throwing the ball, all right? Because when I watched that live practice, I wasn't happy. All right, who's the quarterback in here right now in the fourth quarter? That's the dude that Philly Mike was talking about. I haven't been paying attention to the quarterback depth chart really. I know Carson Strong. Is that Carson Strong or is that the other bull? Let me know in the chat. Reed Sinnett, my guy, Reed Sinnett. I forgot his name. But either way, I was saying the Eagles need to come out here in these 1 to 2 series and throw the damn ball, because what I saw in that live practice, I didn't like, because not that it was a bad thing, not that Jalen Hurts running the ball is a bad thing, not that the screens are a bad thing, not that the read option is a bad thing. It's just that this is the year that we need to see if Jalen Hurts is a quarterback, is a starting NFL quarterback for the future, and for him to be that, he needs to be able to back up and throw the ball from the pocket, right? I think we can all agree with that, except for the super fans, except for the super fanboys. I think we can mostly agree with that. So when they came out in that live practice and it was like, yeah, a little handoff here, option, flip play, design quarterback, delayed sneak, or whatever you want to call it, quarterback run, I was like, I didn't like it because we know he can do that. I need to see him throw the ball. And I also think he needs to get the reps of in-game speed, especially, that's why I think the preseason is important for a guy like Jalen Hurts. Because he needs to get the reps, game speed, where he's backing up with the mindset of, I'm going to be a passer on this play. I'm going to step back in the pocket, and I'm going to make 1 read, and then I'm going to make 2 reads. I might even make 3 reads. and throw the ball. All right? Now, I will say what I saw in this preseason game, as far as I didn't see much dropping back, throwing the ball from the pocket, although the Dallas Goedert touchdown was a great play, great throw. I didn't see much dropping back in the pocket, hanging out, making multiple reads, but the throws that Jalen Hurts did make in this game were on the money in that one drive. 6 for 6, 80 yards and a touchdown. They were on the money. And, I was impressed because I thought the Eagles, and a lot of guys were telling me on Twitter and everywhere else that we're not going to show our cards. This is one of the things I ran it about a little bit in that live stream that I did earlier that I deleted because the video was choppy. A lot of you guys were telling me, I said, we got to come out here and throw the ball. I have to see that it's not about proving something to me in the preseason, but I have to see the mindset. I have to see that he steps back with the mindset of being a passing quarterback. He has to get rid of that run-first mentality. That's all I'm saying. And a lot of you guys were coming at me and saying, we're not going to show Eastwood. We're not going to show our cards in the preseason, bro. We're not going to show everybody. We're not going to show everybody what we're doing out here. We're not going to show our cards. We're not going to show our cards in the preseason. That's what you guys were yelling at me on Twitter today, all right? And that's the most ridiculous statement you could ever say. We don't have anything to hide when it comes to the NFL. And quite frankly, nobody has anything to hide in the NFL. Why? Where did that mindset come from? Oh, we don't want to show our cards. We don't want to show our playbook. Oh, you don't want to back up and throw the ball? Why? Because then teams will know that you're an NFL team who might back up and throw the ball? Doesn't make any sense. Think about it. Use your medulla oblongata. All right? Use your noggin a little bit sometimes before you say things to me. Okay? It doesn't make sense. Everybody knows what's happening. Everybody knows what Joe Burrow's going to do. Everybody knows what Dak Prescott's going to do. Everybody knows what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. Everybody knows what everybody's going to do. It's about executing and doing it better. So who's hiding their playbook? Don't show them your cards. Knock it off. So that was people making excuses for what I saw in that live practice. There's no hiding plays in the NFL. It's 11 on 11. It's the same thing that's been happening for 500 years. There's a running back, there's a quarterback, there's an offensive line. There's play action, there's shotgun, there's I formation, there's options here, but let's be serious. Experienced NFL players, defenses, and coordinators and coaches know what to expect. They just have to try to stop it. So nobody's hiding any cards from anybody. Wanted to get that off my chest. So I had a fear, I guess, for lack of better words, that the Eagles were going to come out here and just kind of let's just go jog around, let's snap it, hand it off, let's maybe run an option flip play here, let's run a little cutesy here, and sit them down. But I was pleasantly surprised by Nick Sirianni's approach to this one series in the preseason. I was pleasantly surprised that he said, first play of the game, drop back, throw the ball. Now, what I saw wasn't perfect. There may have been pressure from the left side. Hurts ran to his right, made the throw to my guy, Quez Watkins. My guy that I've been saying. You know what I mean? You guys have been sleeping on. Philly media, where's the Quez Watkins coverage? Where is it? Because if I'm not mistaken, last year when Devontae Smith was smoking everybody and defenses had to pay attention to him, Who was wide open? Who was making a lot, I want to say most of, the plays in the open field last season at the wide receiver position? Quez Watkins. Out of nowhere, stepped up, made it happen, and then you didn't talk about him for a year. So I was happy to see Hurts come back, roll to his right, and I know that's what he's comfortable doing. Yeah, he didn't stand in the pocket and make multiple reads. He rolled to his right. That's what he's comfortable doing. But he threw a dart to Quez Watkins down the sideline. I want to tell you guys this. It's a Friday night, right? I went out with my girl, and we were having dinner in downtown Harrisburg, and I mistimed it, right? And we're sitting there. I didn't get the check yet. I look at my phone. It's 7:01, and I'm like, oh, my God. The Eagles' preseason game starts at 7:30. We're only going to see one or two drives from Hurts. I have to watch it. So we go to the upstairs, top, like, roof deck bar, and I'm sitting there watching it on my phone, trying not to yell in a place full of a bunch of hippies that don't watch football, you know. Anyway, that's how I was watching the game. But he drops back, he rolls out, he throws it down the sideline, and at first I thought, like, what's he doing? You know what I mean? This is the old Hurts. I saw him drop back, roll out. He rolled out, but he threw it down the sideline to Quez Watkins, who makes a nice catch on the sideline, complete first down. And I was like, whoa. Whoa. Because I was surprised that they dropped back and threw down the field on the first play of the game. And it was a very accurate throw down the sideline. And my guy, Quez Watkins, made the catch. And then, there was a couple more throws. Out of 6 throws, I want to say off the top of my head, there was another one to Quez, right? There was one over the middle to Goddard that was kind of just a tight end comeback, little 4 or 5 yard hitch play that he hit him on. And then he drops back in the pocket. Now, this is the New York Jets in the preseason, so the defense was atrocious. Let's not, overstate that or understate. Let's not understate how atrocious their defense was. Let's not overstate what the Eagles did to the New York Jets defense in the preseason. And if you watch the replay on that Dallas Goedert play, like, were they in a nickel? I saw 2 corners on the left side cover somebody that wasn't Dallas Goedert. Might have been A.J. Brown down on the left side. I'm not sure. I didn't look at it again. So Goddard was wide open, but Hurts, made the right read, hit him in the hands. Goddard ran sideways, back jump. I thought he was going to do a back flip. Did a little back jump over 2 defenders into the end zone. It was fun. That was a lot of fun. All right. That was my take on Hurts' first drive. I'm not saying he went out and did something amazing. I get caught in the middle here because when I criticize Hurts, all the Hurts extremists, so there's 2 sides, right? And it's kind of what frustrates me about the world in general right now. If you know what I'm talking about, there's 2 sides. There's an extreme this side, there's an extreme this side. And recently, the past couple of years, every single topic I seem to discuss, I'm noticing there's an extreme this side and there's an extreme this side. But what I'm learning is those of us that are reasonable and have something up here are usually somewhere in the middle. A little bit open-minded, can kind of see both sides of each, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. So as far as the extremists on both sides, I don't really listen to either. All right? So I get caught in the middle because when I criticize Jalen Hurts or when I say things that I don't like about his game or when I say things that I don't think he can improve enough to be a future franchise starting quarterback in the NFL that's going to lead a team to a Super Bowl, the extreme haters, they think I'm one of them. You know what I mean? This happens to me a lot. They think I'm one of them. So then when I come up here and I say, hey, Jalen Hurts dropped back in the pocket, rolled out to his right, and he made a nice throw. Then I get the extreme haters in here that are like, what? How dare you say something good about him? He's garbage. Minshew mania. Let's go. So either way, I get caught in the middle. And then when I say, if he plays the game and I say Hurts looked like absolute garbage this game, I get the extremists on the other side that, I'm just a hater, I'm just a whatever. So I'm learning to ignore the extremists. That's all I was trying to get at there. But yeah, that was my take on the Hurts drive, man. A couple of nice throws. We only saw one series. I think he handed the ball off then a play after that, and then Minshew came in the game. We only saw really one series, but I was pleasantly surprised that they dropped him back and he threw the ball down the field. And I was pleasantly surprised that he put the ball in the money 6 times in a row. 6 times in a row. You can't, even the haters, even the extreme haters, you can't deny that. You can't deny the fact that he came out and he threw the ball in the money, 6 for 6. He didn't have an incompletion. He did not throw an inaccurate ball in those 6 throws. I know, we're talking about the preseason. We're assessing one series in a preseason game. I know that. But you can't deny the fact that he made 6 accurate throws. And, I would have to say I feel good about that. 6 for 6 for 80 yards and a touchdown. Now, I do want to say this. The New York Jets just made the list. They made the list, and Philadelphia, don't forget it. Don't forget that play. Do not forget that play. Because that is a play that should not happen in the NFL. Hurts rolls out to his right, runs out of bounds, and in a meaningless exhibition preseason game, a New York Jets defender hits the quarterback 5 yards out of bounds. Now, they threw the flag for a late hit, but in a preseason game, come on, kick him out. Get him out of here. I couldn't believe I saw a guy hit a quarterback that late out of bounds in a meaningless exhibition game. It was ridiculous. I did like this, though. I did enjoy this. I did enjoy my dude, Jordan Mailata, stepping up on the sideline, running up to my guy, shoving him, pounding his chest, pushing his chest out, and saying, that's my quarterback. And nobody around here is going to hit my quarterback 5 yards out of bounds. And if there's one person you don't want to piss off on this Philadelphia Eagles team, it's the 6'5", 330-pound offensive lineman from Australia. I mean, this dude drinks beers out of a concrete mug and smashes them on his forehead. He's from down under. Did you ever see a rugby player? They walk into a bar, they kick the door off the hinges, and the bartender hands them a drink out of fear. You want to mess with a guy as big as Jordan Mailata with that mindset? So I like that. Jordan Mailata runs over to the sideline and says, nobody's going to hit my quarterback 5 yards out of bounds. So let's go. You want to scrap? Do you want to scrap in a preseason game? Do you think I won't throw hands in a preseason game? Because I will. I loved it. I loved Sirianni being fired up on the sideline after the play. One thing I love about Sirianni, and, I talk about his pandering sometimes. I talk about his wearing a Allen Iverson t-shirt, wearing Jalen Hurts' face on his t-shirt, whatever. It gets corny sometimes to me. But I love this dude's passion for the game and how animated he is on the sideline. You know what I mean? I really, really like that. And I don't think that's an act. And I think that's what I like about it. I think it comes off as authentic when you talk about Nick Sirianni and the passion that he shows from the sideline. I think it comes off as authentic. And he was really, really pissed off after that play. That was not an act. That was not a I got to look fired up to protect my team and show everyone that it didn't seem like an act. I mean, he was screaming, "Fuck you!" Pointing right at him. Words right on Fox national TV network. Fuck you! You! Yeah, you! You hit my guy out of bounds. It's a preseason game. You! You! I loved it. 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 Couple more things I want to say here. Brandon Graham returns, and Brandon Graham got a nice tackle in the backfield, and I actually haven't really talked about Brandon Graham yet on any of these Eagles videos or streams. Cheers, by the way, to anybody that's sipping out there on a Friday night. Let me know what you're sipping. I haven't talked about Brandon Graham, and, you know, for him to come back in a preseason game after that Achilles injury that he had last season, and just, you know, getting there for a series. I think he was only in for a series, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. Who was that? Almost threw an interception right there. But yeah, it was nice to see Brandon Graham come back into the game after that Achilles injury and play in the preseason. You know, he's earned the right. Obviously, that's the guy that put a nail in the coffin of Tom Brady in the damn 2017 Super Bowl. He's earned the right to do whatever the hell he wants. Brandon Graham could have said, "I'm not going to play in the preseason." You know, I came off he's on my screen right now. Shout out to you, Brandon Graham. He's on my screen right now. Shout out to you, Brandon Graham. What's up? What's up? He's earned the right. You know, he could have said, "I tore my Achilles last season. Yeah, I'm feeling 100%, you know, but I don't really want to go out there in the preseason. I'm going to get out there, you know, when the games matter." You know, but that I think that just shows you just the level of passion that guys like that have for the game. The fact that he woke up and said, "We are playing football tonight." And somebody, you know, one of his friends texted him and said, "Brandon, BG, I don't know what his friends call him. BG, you don't have to play in the preseason, bro. It's a meaningless game. You don't have to play in the preseason. It's meaningless. Don't do that." He said, "Nah." I waited. I usually have to wait an entire offseason to play another game. I had to wait an entire football season and then the offseason. I'm playing in this damn game. So, you know what? Shout out to Brandon Graham and the interview that he had right after that play. It might have been at halftime or maybe in between the first and second quarter. He said something that was interesting to me because they asked him about, you know, having that injury and sitting out and what it was like. And the thing that he said that stood out to me was that he got time to sit back and think, and he's thinking about the game differently right now. You know, I don't know what that necessarily means for Brandon Graham, but I do know this. Brandon Graham's not that old. What is he, 31, 32? If he is in shape and healthy, ladies and gentlemen, you could get another elite season out of Brandon Graham. You could get another elite season out of Brandon Graham. And how scary is this? Imagine you get one more elite season out of Fletcher Cox. He had a down year last year. Maybe he wasn't entirely healthy. Maybe he was just missing another big-time threat on the defensive line and he was getting double and triple teamed every play. But you could get another elite season out of Brandon Graham. And you could get maybe one more elite season out of Fletcher Cox. And ladies and gentlemen, you have the number one defensive tackle out of the draft. The leader of one of the best college defenses of all time in Jordan Davis that you're adding to that defensive line. 32, 33, 34. Well, actually, hey, Eastwood. Well, actually, he's 34. I'll never get tired of the well actuallys in the chat, man. You better say everything right when you're on YouTube. Nah, I'm just messing with you guys, man. Brandon Graham's 34. But you got Jordan Davis on your squad. You add that to Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham in the middle, and I mean, then you got Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat coming off the end, and this defensive line could just be violent. This defensive line could be very, 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 very good. This defensive line could be very, very good. Let's talk about the linebackers. Kazir White. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure you guys too. You guys that know the game, and I'm not a football expert. I'm not an NFL expert. I can't tell you, undrafted guys that are fighting for the third or fourth string outside linebacker position, things like that. But those of you that at least know, I guess as much as I do, know about Kazir White and knew about his numbers back in San Diego. And I didn't watch him play a lot in San Diego. I guess I've probably seen him before, but didn't really pay close attention to the Chargers linebackers making plays in any games that I saw the Chargers in, even the Eagles game last season. But his numbers were off the charts. And I had a video or a stream, don't remember which, where I compared his numbers last season to the best season Jeremiah Trotter ever had as a Philadelphia Eagles linebacker. And Jeremiah Trotter in 4 Pro Bowl seasons only topped Kazir White's numbers last season twice. They were ridiculous. 144 combined tackles, 102 solo tackles as a middle linebacker in San Diego. And they let him walk. Because why? Because he's undersized. You know what I mean? So just the whole offseason, I was thinking we talk about Nakobe Dean, great draft pick. We talk about TJ Edwards coming back from last year. We talk about Hassan Reddick. Maybe he plays linebacker. Maybe he's just an edge rusher. But I just felt like Kazir White might be the biggest steal, the biggest under-the-radar move that Howie Roseman made this entire offseason. I really don't think he's being talked about enough. And then for him to come out here and get that interception, preseason game 1, first quarter, it was just like, there he is. There he is. There's the guy. There's the guy. There he is. There he is. Kazir White gets the pick. Yeah, I just think, man, look, we haven't had coverage linebackers since I was 12 years old. We haven't had linebackers that can stop the run, help stop the run, and cover the middle of the field for a long time. And I'm not necessarily even just judging it off of this preseason game, but I think it's quite obvious just on paper that this is a very, very good linebacking core compared to what we have been used to the past couple of years. Past couple of years have been terrible. Philly Finest says DJ is super lit right now. No, I'm not super lit at all, man. You haven't seen super lit. I'm on 3 or 4. I'm on 3 or 4, man. You don't want to see super lit. If you want to see super lit, go back to the end of the season celebration stream where I shotgunned 13 beers. That was super lit. But it is a Friday night, and I am sipping a little bit. Now, so Jalen Hurts gets hit out of bounds, 5 yards out of bounds, a cheap shot in a preseason game. We go up 14-0, and I said, let's just beat this team 40-0, just to rub it, just because, just as payback for that cheap shot, right? And we didn't do that, but the football gods responded for us. We didn't even have to do it. The football gods responded for us. Zach Wilson hurts himself. What did he do? Sprain his ankle? Zach Wilson runs to his right, dives past Jordan Davis, doesn't even get touched, and hurts his ankle. So you hit our guy out of bounds by 5 yards. Your guy comes down. We didn't even touch him. The football gods took him out. Karma took him out. That's what you get. That's funny to me. Tore his ACL? ACL? I thought he hurt his ankle. Holy shit, he tore his ACL? He tore his ACL? Bro, Zach Wilson tore his ACL right there? Wow. Wow. Wow, I feel like an asshole. I did not know he tore his ACL. Football gods went a little overboard with the retaliation. No. That sucks. That sucks. The ACL injury is terrible. That's I was coming out. I didn't even look at it. I just thought he hurt his ankle. I thought he dove past Jordan Davis and hurt his ankle, and I was saying that's what you get. And he tore his ACL. All right. Well, now I wish I didn't put that in there. And now I wish I didn't say any of that. Oh, well. This is what happens when you do YouTube. Sometimes you say shit you shouldn't say. All right. Huntley was looking good. They still had him running the ball in the third quarter, and I was like, listen, I know he's like number 4 on the running back depth chart, but like give the guy a break, you know what I mean? But he was looking good, seriously. And you know, what's the running back depth chart looking like? Miles, Gainwell. Is Huntley number 3? Am I missing anybody there? You know, I know it's the Jets. I know it's the preseason, but he looked good. He looked good. He looked like a guy that runs with a style that I like. You know, just get the positive yards. Just take the ball, run forward, bang, hit the hole. You know what I mean? Get the yards. He did have a little bang bang shady McCoy left right juke move at the line of scrimmage, the one play, and I like that. But I think Huntley looked good. And, you know, who knows? We'll see. Boston Scott. I forgot about Boston Scott, man. I forgot about Boston Scott. That's interesting. Boston Scott. Boston Scott had that year where I felt like it was a one-hit wonder year. And then the next year, you know, I feel like was a down year. I kind of always forget about Boston Scott. I don't know. I never know about Boston Scott, man. I never really know what you're going to get out of Boston Scott. But I like him. Heart of a lion. Any of those undersized, you know, Darren Sproles type of running backs, man, heart of a lion. Gotta love the fight in Boston Scott. But yeah, I think maybe Huntley can crack the rotation, man. You know, maybe or maybe not. But I think we're pretty deep. I think we're pretty deep at the running back position. What do you guys think? I think we're pretty deep. I think we're pretty deep at the running back position, man. If we could stay healthy, you know, 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, barring injury or whatever else. Decent running backs that can get the job done. Yeah. Jordan Davis is already ruining careers. This man's gonna be insane. Stop! Stop it! Stop. You knock it off. You guys, chat, you're going to get a timeout. You're being bad right now, okay? A torn ACL is nothing to laugh at. That sucks. That sucks a lot, especially for a young quarterback. Second year, you know, who knows about his first year? The Jets absolutely stink. So can you really assess a guy on his rookie year with the New York Jets? So he's looking, you know, that sucks, man. That really does suck because, you know, he's excited for his second year in the NFL. He's excited to come out and prove and try to be better than he was last season. And torn ACL, that just sucks, man. Like, what is this? Why is the biggest tendon in your body such a piece of you know what I mean? Like, why'd it have to be like that? That's the one thing you can't predict it. You cannot predict that. You can't. You can do everything you want to do. You can be in the best physical shape you want to be in your life. You can have all the endurance. You can be on top of your game. And bang, your ACL can just say, you know what? I'm out. So that sucks. Sucks to hear. Sucks to hear about that ACL. Last thing I put down in my notes, Cam Jurgens, man. I know you guys came at me because I called him somebody else or I said his name referring to somebody else. I forget what I said. I don't even remember what I said 5 minutes ago. But Cam Jurgens, basically drafted by Jason Kelce, clearly has been working with Jason Kelce all off season because he looks like Jason Kelce. We have a Jason Kelce 2.0 in Cam Jurgens. And they were talking about it on the broadcast, and the replay of him pulling to the right and being the lead blocker in a sweep type of run play, and he can move for his size. And remember there's a clip of Jason Kelce like outrunning Miles Sanders down the field looking for a block or somebody. He was outrunning somebody. He's just flying. Like a man his size should not be able to run like that. And Cam Jurgens looked pretty good. And if this is Kelce, maybe this is Kelce's last year. Maybe he retires. Cam Jurgens looking like a pretty good replacement so far. Just one preseason game, couple of series from him, but Cam Jurgens is looking like a really good replacement. And who knows? Jason Kelce had the elbow surgery a couple days ago, and he's supposed to miss. They say 2 to 8 with that surgery. He says he expects to be back game 1, but say Jason Kelce's not back game 1. Say he's not ready to go game 1. I'll take Cam Jurgens game 1. I'll take Jason Kelce's understudy. A player that Jason Kelce liked so much that he told Howie Roseman to draft and then worked with him the entire offseason. Took him under his wing, taught him all the tricks. I like it. I like it, man. Anyway, 163 people in here, man. Algo gang, do your thing, bro. Hit the like button. Thanks for being here. Let's get 100 likes, man. Give me 100 likes. Shots by Shad. Thanks for that, man. Give me 100 likes. What do you guys think, man? What you guys think in the chat? Give me an assessment in the chat of Jalen Hurts 1 series or 1.2 series. Give me an assessment. Give me a rating. What did you think? Am I overstating it? Am I too hype about it? What things did you like? What things did you not like? What do you think about Kaiser White and the linebacking crew? There was that Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis tag team, which that was incredible to see because, as you know, the two leaders of one of the greatest college football defenses in the history of the game, Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean, get drafted to the same team in the same draft. And they come out preseason game 1 and make a tag team tandem play where Jordan gets in the backfield and slows him down and Nakobe Dean makes the tackle. Adding those two guys, bro. Wow. Adding those two guys. Howie Roseman actually went out there. And got two of the most important players on one of the best college defenses ever. He went into that draft and got those two players. Wow. I'm really excited about that. Legal side hustles. The offense looked ready. Hey man, look, preseason Jets, I get that, but I was excited. I was pleasantly surprised at what I saw. I'm so glad they just dropped back and threw the ball. Because that's what has to happen this season. That's what has to happen this season. You know, if you want to see if Jalen Hurts is the guy or not, if you want to see if he's the guy or not, you got to make him throw the ball. There's no point in coming out here with these drop back and run, designed run plays. There's no point in coming out here running the ball 45 times a game so you can beat the Giants and the Commanders and the Jaguars and the Jets and then lose in the playoffs when teams force you to throw the ball. There's no reason to do that. The Eagles have to come out here and make him throw the football. All season long, that's exactly what should happen. 25, 30 times a game, throw it. Throw interceptions. We don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody's knocking on the door behind you. Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, he's having an atrocious training camp. I didn't even really see what Gardner Minshew looked like in this game. Honestly, I really don't care that much. I just wanted to see the first couple drives of Hurts and the offense, and I'm actually impressed that I sat up here and talked about one series for an hour. Shout out to me for that. Shout out to I Test Eastwood for that, man. But yeah, the defense is looking great. And you know, to add Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean and Kazir White, man. NFL teams should be scared, man. Abe linked Sanders maximizing his touches. He looked okay. He didn't get a lot of touches because we threw the ball a lot. Yeah, I agree with that. And I think throwing the ball a lot, you know, Sanders is gonna have to be a pass catching running back. And his rookie season, he had over 50 catches, you know, out of the backfield. So, you know, people that are saying Miles Sanders can't catch the ball, I don't necessarily agree with that, because if you look at his rookie season, he was catching the ball a lot. His second year, you know, he had issues with drops and fumbles and things like that. You know, but I don't think it's the fact that I don't agree with people that are saying he can't catch the ball or he's not a pass catching running back. I think he can. But yeah, we were definitely pass heavy in that one drive. I mean, 6 throws in one drive. I was happy about it. I was happy about it just from the perspective of that's what needs to happen with Jalen Hurts this season. You have to see if he can get it done with his arm. We know he can run. We know that. We know he's elite on the ground. We know that. We know he can run the read option. We know that. We have to find out if he can throw the ball from the pocket, if he can make the throws that win NFL games, if he can make throws that make you look at him and say, okay, this kid has potential to be an NFL franchise quarterback. That's what has to happen. So, Bernard Winkletoes, I've never been so excited for a season in my life. In your whole life? In your whole life? How old are you, man? I think the most excited for a season I was after Carson Wentz's rookie season, where he looked, first of all, elite. You know what I mean? And we were like, we were like, our defense is stacked. All our offensive line is great. All we really need is a running back and a wide receiver. And Howie Roseman was like, oh, Alshon Jeffrey, boom. Oh, LeGarrette Blount, boom. And we went to the Super Bowl. Now Carson tore his ACL, and you know, Nick Foles ended up winning the Super Bowl for us. But and ultimately Brandon Graham strip sack. Shout out to Brandon Graham making his return in this game. But yeah, I think that would probably be the most excited I was for a season. Outside of maybe 2004. I was excited for that, obviously, and we went to the Super Bowl. That's probably the most excited I've been for a season. 2004, you know, we make the Terrell Owens 1-year signing, and we just kind of knew Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens. Nobody's touching them. Nobody's touching them. Nobody's touching that. Game 1, play 1, 81 yards down the sideline. McNabb had a cannon. Ended up being too much of a beta male to deal with Terrell Owens, and they never got along. But he had a cannon, man. He had a cannon. Donovan McNabb was kind of the opposite of Jalen Hurts. As far as the long ball, that dude could throw the ball 70 yards through the air on the money. But when it came to a 5-yard slant, he would throw it right at a guy's feet. Hurts is like, he can make the intermediate throws. He was one of the most accurate quarterbacks of all time, by the way, at Alabama, inside 15 yards. He was one of the most accurate quarterbacks of all time at Alabama, inside 15 yards. It's the past 20 yards throws that he's struggled with his whole career, and last season he was in the bottom tier of the entire NFL in, throws over 20 yards, throws from the pocket, throws through tight windows, things like that. But Hurts, he really needs to. He doesn't need to be elite this season. You guys are going crazy talking about an MVP, things like that. He doesn't need to be that this season. But he definitely needs to show that he has improved on that one thing enough to basically to stop Howie Roseman from trying to draft a quarterback next season. That's what Jalen Hurts has to do. We already know what he can do. We know he can run. We know he can make the short throws. We have to see if he can throw the ball from the pocket well enough that little weasel Howie Roseman doesn't do some crazy shit in next year's draft. Because if Hurts comes out here and looks just like he did last season, expect Howie Roseman to do some wild shit. That's all I'm saying, man. Philly Mike, what up? I got the shades on because it's a Friday. I've had a couple adult beverages. But if you want my thoughts on what happened here tonight, the one drive that we saw from Hurts, rewatch this stream and check it out. 163 people in here hearing me rant about one series in a preseason game. I seriously appreciate that. Thank you guys for being here. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Join the Algo Gang and hit the damn like button. That's how us YouTube creators get paid. And stay tuned, man. Hit the notification bell. Do whatever you got to do. You guys are the best. I'm up out of here. Go Birds, no matter what.